Hey, so got enough space in my life to make some videos again. As you can see, there's moving boxes in the background and there's probably a little Dave over there as well somewhere. Dave! Hi! Don't know where Stinky is. Stinky's been terrified ever since we moved. He's hiding somewhere. Anyway, so here's an email. I forget who it's from. It says, would you maybe talk about having to deal with parents in recovery? I'm in a later stage of my recovery, and while I'm still far from normal, I've made progress. Eating routinely, around the same amount every day. I've been weight restored and even gained some more since I don't weigh myself anymore. Yet sometimes my parents still get on my case. Like today, I didn't put any butter on my pita bread at lunch, and my mum started screaming at me, telling me that if she ate that, then her stomach would hurt, and that because of that, I should add butter. Little things tick them off. I don't understand why. It doesn't feel like it's coming from a loving place at all. Well, first of all, why the fuck didn't you put butter on your pita bread? Like, sounds like restriction to me. So it sounds like, to me, your mum was just pointing out the fact that you're doing something weird, which is not putting butter on your pita bread, because normal people would do that, and you're restricting. And looking at it from someone else's point of view, someone who has watched you restrict food, like, I think that your mum has every right to be a little bit agitated if you start doing silly little restriction things again, don't you think? And so you've got to kind of look at, well, if you don't want people on your case, stop restricting, stop being weird around food. Just put butter on your fucking bread. Really? Like, because let's face it, if you're recovered, if you're doing well, or even if you want to be recovered, you're going to have to stop messing around with doing things like not putting butter on your bread. And so, like, it's not your parents that are being the problem, it's your restriction that's being the problem. I promise you that when you are fully better and you don't restrict and you don't do weird little things and you don't try and sneakily get away with eating less than other people, everyone, including your parents, will leave you the fuck alone when it comes to food. Because nobody wants to be the food police. Your mum doesn't want to do that. She's got her own life. She's got better things to do. She's not picking holes in the way that you're eating just for the heck of it because she wants to. She's doing it because she's worried that you are not recovered and that you are still restricting. And I bet you that if you're honest with yourself, she's 100% right, isn't she? So the problem isn't your parents, I don't think, in this situation. The problem is restriction. Or if you do just have really annoying parents, I'm sure there are plenty of those out there, then the way to find out, is this actually just that I've got really annoying parents or not, is to get yourself fully recovered. Because when you're not restricting, and that really isn't the case, then at least you've taken that out of the equation. And then you can determine, is my mother just really fucking annoying or not? But here's the other thing. I bet you that if you're really not restricting, like even when people are telling you stuff around food because you know that you're not secretly restricting or trying to get away with something, you don't have that same kind of reaction of anger and like, you're annoying me so much. That often comes because we're trying to hide something. Believe me, I know, been there a bazillion times. I used to lie through my teeth about how much I was eating. I used to try and sneakily hide the fact that I was restricting. But my mother always knew. And that used to drive me crazy. Same thing though, my mother was always picking parts, telling me I wasn't eating enough, telling me that was restricted, this, that and the other. I always disagreed with her, I always snapped her head off, always yelled at her. She was absolutely right all the time. And guess what, now that I'm fully recovered, she doesn't even pay attention to what I eat because she doesn't have to, because she knows that she doesn't have to. And because my mum has her own life. And the last thing she wants to do when we're around each other, we do live in different countries now, but when we're around each other, the last thing she wants to do is be worrying about what I'm eating. Thank God she doesn't have to anymore.